Hello and welcome back to the channel. So in the previous lecture we have seen all about Apache Flume, its architecture and why it is used. So enough theoretical knowledge, let's get our hand dirty and we'll do some hands-on on Flume. We will be publishing some data from source to sink and see the Flume service in action. So without further ado, let's get into it. So as you can see, I have already spun up my SDP sandbox and it's running fine without any issues. So the first step would be just we need to go to the command line. So I'll just go to the command line and log in as Maria_dev. So as I already said in the previous lecture, Flume comes pre-installed in your SDP sandbox. So you don't need to download any jar file and extract it any directory. So you have the Flume service running and you can see it in Ambari. So all you have to do is just write a config file for your Flume where you will define the agent, which is nothing but a JVM process. So if you want to know more about the architecture, I'll recommend you to watch the previous lecture, and the ones who have watched the previous lecture, this will be a piece of cake for you. So here in the config file, we need to define the source type. So as I already said, there could be multiple source types. So here we are going to use the Telnet. Then we have to define the channel type. So channel type is nothing but the space where it buffers the data till the sinks absorbs it. So as in the Kafka, we had topic, which is nothing but we can relate it as a table in a relational database. So we use to write the data from producer to the topic, and then consumer consumes that data for further processing. But in here we have the channels which buffers the data for some time till the sink consumes it. So there could be multiple channel types. So it has the file system channel as well as memory channel and the JDBC channel. Here in this example we are going to use the memory channel because we are not dealing with huge data. It's just some raw data from the command line. And at last we have the sink. So there are multiple types of sinks. But here we'll be using logger as our sink type. So all this configuration should be present in only one file. So that's all you need. You just need a one config file where all these properties are defined and you're good to go. You just need to kick off the Flume service and you can publish data in real time. So are you ready? Okay then. So I already got you the config file and also hard-coded the sink, the channel as well as the source details. And I got it from their official website and it is pretty straightforward to understand. So to get that, I have already uploaded to the GitHub repository. So before downloading, I'll just log in as a root user to get you all the privileges. So I'll not face any issues in the further steps. And now we can use the wget to get that file. So use wget https://raw.github/Ashray-Patil11/Hadoop/main, which is the branch, the file name. So the file name is flume_example.conf. If everything looks good, download it. And that's it. We got the file. So let me show you how this file looks like. So just check the content of the file. So as you can see, this is our file where we have defined the agent name first. So here the agent name would be the A1. So this will be the agent name throughout your config file. And here I have defined the components of the agent. Then we have configured the source, sink as well as the channel and the binding between the source and sink to that channel. So the first one we have given the names for our source, sink and channel. So here we have the source for A1 agent equals to R1. So this is our source. Then we have the sink is K1 and we have the channel as C1. And now we will describe them one by one. So the first one we have configured a source. So source is nothing but, so in source we have like the R1, which is the source name, and the agent is A1 and the type is netcat. So netcat is nothing but it is the functionality which Unix provides and it listens to some open port for any changes or any data which we will publish it. So here it will bind to some port. So here we have bind it to the local host and the port number is 44444. So once we publish the data through this host, that data should be act as a source for our Flume. And then we have described the sink. So for our sink, there could be many possibilities. You can write your data in HDFS as well as Hive table or HBase. And also there are so many types, but here we have used it as logger. So that result we will get it in a log file in Flume directory. Then we have describe the channel. So here, as I have mentioned, we have given the memory type for the channel because we're only dealing with small data. That's why we haven't used any JDBC or file type. We have used memory here, and this capacity and transaction capacity I have kept it as default. So you can do this configuration, but for your basic understanding, I don't think you will be needing those. Use the default values, and now we have binded the source and sink to our channel. So our source R1 is binded to the channel, so it could be multiple channel, but in this case we have the C1 as a single channel, and the sink should be only bind to a single channel, and which is again C1. So this channel is nothing but the linkages between the source and sink, and it buffers the data and transfers it from the source to the sink. So if you're having any confusion, just let it sink for some time to get a better understanding. So I'll just get back to here, and now as we have downloaded the conf file, we are ready to kick off our Flume service. So to kick it off, just open the next terminal. But before that, before kicking off the Flume service, we need to install the Telnet in our SDP sandbox. And for that purpose, we will be needing the authorization. So that's why we have already logged in as a root user. So all you have to do is just type the command like yum-y install telnet. As the telnet is our source and we need to use that functionality for publishing the data, hit enter. So now it's getting all the packages, and as I have already installed the latest version, there's nothing to do. So for you will be getting some logs, and it will take just 1 or 2 minutes to install. So once you have the telnet, open the next terminal now. Okay, so just open the new terminal and also log in as Maria_dev. So here Maria_dev. To avoid any issues, I'll also log in here as root user. So just quickly log in as root user. That's it. And now we need to go to our Flume directory. So our Flume directory is nothing but cd user/sdp/current/flume-server. That's it. And here you will find all the bin directories and all. So we need to kick off our Flume agent now. So just give like bin/flume-agent. Here we're kicking off the Flume agent, and we need to pass some configuration here. So the first argument is conf, and we'll be going to give the default value, which is again conf. And now we need to pass our configuration file, right? So our configuration file, so just give like conf-file. So we have downloaded that file into our Maria_dev repository. So just give that repository, which is in home/Maria_dev the file name is flume_example.conf. Then we need to pass the name of our agent. So as in the file, the name of the agent was A1. So just give the same A1. And you need to give like Dflume. So just look out for the capitalization .root.logger. So you need to give the logger is equal to info. So it will just give all the things in your logs, and also give like the console. Okay, you are ready to kick off the Flume service. So if everything looks good, kick off the file, hit enter. Okay, so if everything looks good, hit enter. And it will just spun off your Flume agent now. So just let it run, and then we can start publishing the records. Okay, so as you can see, our service is running now. So just go back to our previous terminal. So here, as you can see, this service is running now. So we will jump into this terminal now, and in this terminal we need to communicate with our local host and the port name which we have given in the conf file. So to do that, we'll use a telnet service. So just give like telnet localhost, and the port number was 44444. That's it, hit enter. And we're connected to the localhost, as you can see here. And you can give like any character. So we'll give like Flume is a streaming service. Okay, so it got published. Then you can give like this is my first event. Okay, that also gone it through, and we can give like we are learning Flume. Okay, so we have published some data from this port. So now to verify it, we need to again open our third terminal. So as you can see, our Flume service is still running and we have published some data through the Telnet. So it's time to verify it, because in version 2.6.5 we don't get the results in here. We have to find it in the log location where Flume stores its log. So to do that, just go again and open the Maria_dev and again login as Maria_dev and the root user. And you need to go to the path where Flume stores its logs. So the path is cd give like var/log/flume. So if you hit enter and give ls, as you can see, you have the flume.log file. So this is the file where Flume stores its log. So if we just peek into that file, yeah, so as you can see, we got all our messages. So Flume is a history. So it has given like the part of our sentence. This is my first, then here we got we are learning. So this is not like the exact phrases that we have passed through our Telnet service, but I hope you got the clear idea how it is working and how it is publishing the data from source to sink and uses the channel as a buffer. And you can also practice it on your own and explore different types of sources and sink. And also you can just write that data to the SDFS instead of logger, which we have done here, to get the clear idea how it works and its capability. So if everything looks good, you can close all the terminals and don't forget to shut down your SDP sandbox through ACPI shutdown. I hope you like this lecture. So please subscribe to our channel and also ring the notification bell to get the latest updates. And don't forget to follow us on our social media, which I have linked in the description below. Thanks for watching.